So guys, welcome to the 11th lecture of the chapter pair of linear equations in two variable. In the last lecture, we learnt what is cross multiplication and how to use them to find the solution of pair of linear equations in two variable. Now in this lecture, we will be going ahead and be solving the exercise 3.5 which is based upon the cross multiplication method, right? So without wasting much time, and one more thing guys, before watching this lecture, make sure that you watch the previous lectures, right? I mean at least previous one lecture, so that you know the basics of the cross multiplication method, right? So now without wasting much time, let's get into the question. If you see the question, they're saying which of the following pair, this is the first question, right? So which of the following pairs of linear equation has unique solution, no solution, or infinitely many solutions? In case there is there's a unique solution, find it by using cross multiplication method. Right guys, they are given us 4 sub questions. In 4 sub questions there are pair of linear equation in two variable. Now we have to first find whether they have no solution, unique solution, or infinitely many solution. After that, if it has a unique solution only, we'll proceed ahead and find the solution with cross multiplication method, right? So first let's take the first sub question, right? So let this line divide the question and the solution part. So let's take the first sub question. Now how will you find that a question, this pair of linear equation is going to have either unique or infinitely many or no solution? That is by comparing a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2 values, right? So we will be comparing the values of a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2 now. And then if it gives us unique solution, that is if a1 by a2 won't be equal to b1 by b2, only then we'll proceed ahead. Only then we will proceed ahead to find the solution using multiplication method. If it has no solution or infinitely many solution, we are not going to proceed ahead. So let's start the comparison guys. Let's see a1 by a2. So here a1 by a2 is, here if it is nothing it's 1, and here a2 is 3. So 1 by 3. Let's see b1 and b2. b1 is minus 3 and b2 is minus 9, right? Now if you see guys, we can simplify this, right? Minus minus will get cancelled. 3 1s are 3 3s are, which means even this one is coming as 1 by 3, which means a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2, which means for the first sub question there is no unique solution. So we are not going to go ahead and find the solution using cross multiplication method. So we can now go to the second sub question, correct? This was, now you have to conclude guys, you have to also write that since a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2 in the first sub question, that is in this question, which means it has, it is not equal to, which means it is equal to, right? Sorry guys. So right, so a1 by a2 is coming to be equal to b1 by b2, which means it's going to have infinitely many solutions. Oh, 1 minute guys, 1 minute. You can't just confuse, you just can't compare with a1, a2, b1, b2, and you should also compare with c1 and c2, right? In this case we didn't compare c1 and c2 itself, we just saw a1 and a2. So here if you see 1 by 3 is a1 by a2 is equal to minus 3 by 9, that is b1 by minus 9, that is b1 by b2. Now if you see c1 by c2, it is minus 3 by minus 2, correct? This is actually not equal to, correct? a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. Getting it? This is nothing but, it's like a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but it's not equal to c1 by c2. Which means it's going to have no solution. Done. So this was the first question guys, first sub question. Now let's go to the second sub question and see. So I'll rub it off. So you can take the screenshot guys if you want. It's nothing but it's easy only. Done. So let me rub this to make some space. Now here in the second sub question, let's go ahead and compare the values of a1, a2 and b1, b2. a1 by a2 is 2 by 3. b1 by b2 is equal to 1 by 2. If you see 2 by 3 is not equal to 1 by 2, correct? Which means it's going to have, which means I think before this, if you write a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, okay, don't know guys, which means a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, which means the pair of linear equations have unique solution, right? Done guys. Now let's go ahead and find the unique solution using cross multiplication method. So I'll again rub this space guys, you can copy it down, right? This condition we found out using the condition first part of the question, that is we set them whether it's going to have unique solution or not. Now we have to go to this second part of the question, I mean second part of the answer as well, that is to find using the cross multiplication method, right? Now let's go ahead. So in cross multiplication method, do you remember guys what I had said to you in the last lecture? We have to write x here, we have to write y here, and we have to write 1 here. And in these two columns you have to write the value of b1, b2. Here c1, c2. Here again a1, no, here a1, a2. Here again b1, b2. And then what you will be doing? You will be doing the cross multiplication, right? This term multiplied minus this term multiplied, and this term multiplied minus this term multiplied, this term multiplied minus this term multiplied. This is going to be like this divided, right? It will be in divided form. That is, yeah guys, in last lecture you must have seen. So let's go ahead and do it, right? So I'll write the values of b1 and b2 now. I'll rub the values, I'll rub this variables and I'll plug in the values of b1 and b2, right? So b1 and b1 is 1, b2 is 2, c1 is 5, c2 is 8. Okay, so we'll do one more thing here to avoid any type of confusion. That is we'll bring this 5 to LHS. In RHS, let's keep 0. Getting it? Let's bring all the terms towards LHS. In RHS, let only 0 be there. So when 5 comes this side, it becomes minus 5 equal to 0. Correct? When 8 comes this side, it becomes equal to minus 8 equal to 0. So the equation is going to be same only. It's the same equation. There's no difference. Now we have to just plug the values in and solve it. So C1 and C2 is minus 5 and minus 8. Now A1 and A2 value is 2 and 3. Again B1 and B2 value is 1 and 2. I mean 1 minute guys. Yeah, it's correct. 1 and 2. Done. Now we will do the further steps. Now what you will do? You will be writing like this: x by 8 minus 8 into 1. Correct. Minus this term multiplied minus these two terms multiplied. Correct. Equal to y by these two terms multiplied minus these two terms multiplied. That is minus 5 into 3 multiplied minus these two terms multiplied. Minus of 8 multiplied by 2. Done. Now let's go to the last one. That is 1 by 2 into 2 multiplied minus 3 into 1 multiplied. Done. Now to find the values of x and y, what we'll do? First we'll compare this one, we'll equate this and this one. That time you'll get the value of x. And then we'll equate y and this term. Then you'll get the value of y. As simple as that, guys. So first let's equate these two. That is x by, here it is minus 8 plus 10. Correct. Minus 8 into 1 is minus 8. Here minus into minus becomes plus. 2 into 5 becomes 10. So minus 8 plus 10 is x by 2. Correct. There it becomes equal to 1 by 2 into 2 is 4. Minus 3 is 4 minus 3 is 1. So it becomes equal to 1 by 1. Correct. Which means x will become equal to, cross multiply it. X into 1 is x. 2 into 1 is equal to 2. So x equal to 2. This we got from x and equating x variable term with the constant term. Now let's equate the y variable term with the constant term. That time what happens? It will be like y by, this is minus 15 because minus 5 into 3 is minus 15, and here it is minus into minus becomes plus, so plus 16, getting it 8 into 2 is 16, so plus 16 minus 15 is 1, equal to 1 by 1, because we got it right, 1 by 1, the same thing. 1 by 4 minus 3 is 1 by 1 is equal to 1. So we'll cross multiply now and y will get as 1. So we got the value of x as 2 and the value of y we got as 1. Now shall we verify this? Right. Now we found the values of x and y using the cross multiplication method. Very simple guys. If you see, there are only 3 steps. First step was we wrote the general formula, that is x. So x, b1, b2, c1, c2, a1, a2, again b1, b2. We wrote the general formula. And we got to know what we have to do. That is the multiplication we have to do. And then what we did, we substituted the value of those a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2 with the questions a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2. And then we did the cross multiplication and we followed the formula which we are supposed to do in the cross multiplication method. And then we simply equated the x term with the constant term. And then we simply equated the y term with the constant term and found the values of x and y. Still now here it's clear guys. So there's one more thing which you have to make a note guys. I simply rubbed it using this cloth. I rubbed the values of a1, a2, b1, b2 and I replaced the values, right? But in exam what you'll do, you shouldn't rub or do anything as such guys. In the next step, that is in the next line, you have to write the same thing. Here it should be in variable. In the first step it should be with variable a1, b1, b2, c1, c2, a1, a2, b1, b2, like that it should be there. In the second time you should write there a small sentence substituting the values of a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2 with respect to the question. With the questions a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2, and then you'll be getting like this. After that you'll write this step after replacing it. After that you'll be doing the further procedures and get the values of x and y finally. That's the one step guys. Since I don't have much space, I just rubbed it, and also it's board, right? So you can rub it and write it. So I wrote like that. But in exam you have to do it step by step, right? Now since we got the value of x and y, let's substitute back in the equations and check if it is getting satisfied, right? So here it is 2x plus y minus 5, right, equal to 0. This, the RHS is 0. So when you substitute the value of x and y in the LHS, you should get RHS as 0. Then the equation will be satisfied. So let's start substituting guys. Plus y is 1 minus 5 equal to 0. Yeah, it is, because 2 into 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. Plus 5 minus 5 is equal to 0, which means it is verified. Done. So the first equation got verified. Now let's go to the second equation, that is 3x plus 2y minus 8. This becomes like, let's substitute the value of x and y. It becomes 3 into 2 plus 2 into 1 minus 8. So 3 into 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, and plus 8 minus 8 gives us equal to 0. Hence even this one is verified. So the second sub question is over. Now I'll move aside guys, you can take the screenshot of this. Let's go to the third sub question. Done. I'll rub it now. So done. Now let's go to the third sub question. The third sub question, they are given 3x minus 5y equal to 20, 6x minus 10y equal to 40. So in this case guys, if you see what's going to happen is a1 by a2 is going to become equal to b1 by b2 is going to become equal to c1 by c2. I'll show you how. Let me write the question once again here. So here what I did is, this 20 I brought to the LHS, so plus 20 becomes minus 20, and in RHS let's keep 0. Correct. This was equation 1, this is equation 2, right? Now if you see what's going to happen, if you compare A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2, right, everything is going to give you 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 3 ones are 3 twos are, 5 ones are 5 twos are, minus minus gets cancelled, minus minus gets cancelled, 20 ones are 20 twos are. So if you see, everything will lead us to 1 by 2. That is, this one is A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. This case, guys, this question is this case, that is parallel line, coincident line case. This has infinitely many solutions, which means the pair of linear equations have infinitely many solutions. While you write, you have to write in full forms, guys. I'm writing in short form. So that's it, guys. Since it doesn't have any unique solution, there is no need to go to the further steps, that is for the cross multiplication. There's no need to go to cross multiplication since there's no unique solution. So in cross multiplication, guys, first check it whether the equation has a unique or a infinite or no solution. If there is no solution and if there is infinitely many solutions, there's no reason to do the cross multiplication method, right? There's no purpose, there's no use of doing it. So only when there's unique solution, you can go ahead in the question. So it has infinitely many solutions. In third question also, it's similar to the first question. First question there was no solution, here it's infinitely many solutions. Done, guys. That's it in third question. Let's go ahead to the fourth question. You can take the screenshot, now I'll rub it. Done. So this was the conclusion line. Now let's write down the fourth question here once again and see what it comes out to be. So in this question, guys, if you see, A1 by A2 is not going to be equal to B1 by B2. So you can go ahead in this question and do even cross multiplication method. You have to go still the cross multiplication method and find the solution of x and y. Because if you see, A1 by A2 is 1 by 3. B1 by B2 is minus 3 by minus 3. Minus minus gets cancelled first. And then 3 will get cancelled and become equal to 1 by 1. And then if you see, 1 by 3 is not equal to 1 by 1. Correct? No. 1 by 3 is not equal to 1 by 1. Which means A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, which means the pair of linear equations is going to have unique solution. So now let's go ahead with the cross multiplication method and find the unique solution, guys, right? So so yeah, you can see it. You can take a screenshot if you want now. This was the first step. Now second part of the question, let's do the cross multiplication. So what's the first step, guys? You have to write x, you have to write y, and then you have to write 1. Here you're going to write b1, b2, right? And then c1, c2, and then a1, a2, b1 and b2. That's it, right? And then you'll be doing this thing, that is the cross multiplication. This multiplication minus this multiplication, this multiplication minus this multiplication, this multiplication minus this multiplication. That's what you're going to do. So now let me rub those b, a and c values and put the values from the question. So as I said to you, this step should be there, guys. After that, next step should be the step in which you are going to replace the values of a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2. But since in board I don't have much space, and I have option of rubbing it, right? So I can rub it and replace the values. So I'm going in that way. In your exam you can't do such thing. You have to do in step by step. You have to do this procedure after the in the next step itself. So but now I'll rub it. b1 by b2 is -3 and -3, and c1 by c2 is -7 and -15. And a1 by a2 is 1 by 3. So I mean 1 and 3, and b1 by b2 is -3 and -3 again. That's it, right? Now what you'll be doing, the next step is x by this multiplication minus of this multiplication, that is -15 -3, minus of this minus is going to be between the multiplications. Now this multiplication, y by -7 done, right guys? Now what we'll do, we'll simplify it and then let's find the solution. Let's go to the simplification part. X by, this will be plus 45, this will be -21, right? Minus into minus becomes plus first, and then this minus is going to make it overall minus, equal to y by -21 plus 15 equal to 1 by -3 plus 9. Correct? No. Now I'll do one thing, guys. This actually you have to do in the next step in your exam, as I said, but here I'll rub it and write the values directly. So 45 minus 21 is going to give us 24. Correct? Yeah. And here -21 plus 15 is going to give us -6. -3 plus 9 is going to give us +6. Now to get the value of x, what we'll do? We'll compare these two terms, and then to get the value of y, we'll compare these two terms. That's it, right? So first let's find x here. X by 24 equal to 1 by 6. Correct? No. So 6x equal to 24, which means x equal to 24 by 6, which is equal to 4. Correct? No. Now let's do the y variable term. Y by -6 equal to 1 by 6. Now the cross multiplication. 6y equal to -6. Y will become equal to minus 1. Right, because -6 by 6 will give us -1. Done. So x value found, and also we found the value of y, x equal to 4 and y equal to -1. Now what we'll do, guys, now let's go ahead and do the verification step. There is no space to do the verification step. Okay, since this is the last question, I will rub these two lines, right, so that I make some space to do the verification step. So before that, you can take the screenshot, guys, once. Done. Took the screenshot. Now let me go and rub some part in the question so that I can make some space. Yeah, guys, this space is enough. So let's go to the verification step. Put a heading as verification, guys, in your exam if you're doing the verification step. Always do verification step, guys, if you have time, right? Because in the verification step itself, it's going to tell you whether you have done some mistake or not. If you have done some mistake, you can retrospect, you can see through all the steps which you have done and correct it if possible, right? You can correct it. But if you don't do verification, you won't get to know itself whether you have done it correct or not. Right, so now let's plug in the values of x and y back into the equations and see if LHS is going to be equal to the RHS. That is, in place of x we are going to put 4, -3 into y we are going to put -1, -7 should be giving us equal to 0. Now if you see 4, minus of minus becomes plus, 4 plus 3 equal to +7, -7 is equal to 0, which means it is verified, guys. Now let's go to second equation. 3 into x value is how much? 4, and then minus 3 of minus 1 minus 15, right? If you see here, it becomes 12. 12 minus into minus becomes plus, so 12 plus 3 becomes equal to 15. 15 minus 15 becomes equal to 0. Hence even this one is verified. So the question is absolutely correct, guys. I mean, the solution is absolutely correct. We did it correctly. So I'll move aside. You can take the screenshot. So that's it for this question, guys. Now let's go ahead to the second question of this exercise, right? So guys, now let's go to the second question. Let's go to the first part of the second question, which says, for which values of a and b does the following pair of linear equations have an infinite number of solutions? So they have given us two equations, guys. Now we have to tell for what values of a and b we are going to get infinitely many solutions, right? If you know the conditions for two equations to have infinitely many solutions, it is a1 by a2 should be equal to b1 by b2, and it should also be equal to c1 by c2, right? So before doing that step, let's do one more step, guys. Let's bring the terms in the LHS and let's keep 0 in the RHS, right? Or else you can keep it like this also, it's not an issue, because anyhow minus and minus will get cancelled when you do in the fractional form. So let it be like this only. So what we have to do is, first let's write the condition. Condition is, for a pair of linear equations in two variables to have infinite number of solutions. A1 by A2 should be equal to B1 by B2 should also be equal to C1 by C2. This is the condition, guys. Let's apply this condition in this question, right? So it's going to be A1 by A2 is 2 by A minus B should be equal to 3 by A plus B. Also it should be equal to 7 by, that is C1 by C2, 7 by 3A plus B minus 2. Right. Now let's find the value of A and B. Now guys, to find the value of A and B, you have to do you have to solve it two times, I guess. One is going to be like, yeah, that's the only possible. So guys, what you do, these two you have to solve first, and then you have to solve these two. From those two equations, you have to find the value of A and B. Right. How shall we do? I'm thinking of a step from which we'll get it easily, right? Let's do one thing, guys. Let's equate these two first. Okay, we are going to equate these two first. You'll do cross multiplication, right? If you do cross multiplication, what happens? It's going to happen like 2 into A plus B is equal to 3 into A minus B. That's it, right? Now let's cross, like first you took these two and then you got one equation. Now let's take these two. Now I'll take these two. From these two I'll get one more equation, that is again from cross multiplication. From cross multiplication again I'll get like 3 into 3A plus B minus 2 equal to 7 into A plus B. Okay guys, we got two equations. Let's simplify those and see whether we'll be able to get the value of A and B. So this is going to become like 2A plus 2B, I'm just expanding it, equal to 3A minus 3B, right? Now if you bring all the A terms one side and all the B terms another side, let's take 2A this side. It becomes 3A. 2A when goes other side becomes minus 2A, and here 2B is already there. Let's bring 3B this side. Minus 3B becomes equal to plus 3B. Equal to, it comes out to be like this. Then 5B equal to A. Getting it, guys? This is one equation from which you got the value of A and B. So you'll get like A by B is equal to 5. Or you will get like B by A is equal to 1 by 5. So let's keep it here only, guys. Let's do this simplification. it's going to become like 9a plus 3b minus 6 equal to 7a plus 7b. Right, 7a plus 7b. Now let's bring all the a terms one side and let's keep all the b terms one side. That time it will become 9a minus 7a, it becomes 2a. And then let's take 3b that side. 7b minus 3b is going to become 4b that side. Let 6b here only, equal to 4b. Done. Now we got these two equations. With these two equations, I think we can find the value of a and b. Correct. So let's do one thing. Let's bring all the variable one side and keep 0 in RHS. So it's going to become like, we'll do one thing, guys. We'll take, we'll do one thing, guys. I hope you people won't get confused, okay? So we'll bring a this side. It's going to become minus a plus 5b equal to 0. Correct. Now I'll multiply with the entire equation with minus. That time it will become a minus 5b equal to 0. This is the first equation, guys. I hope you people are not confused. It's clear, I guess. Now let's bring b this side. It becomes 2a minus 4b minus 6 equal to 0. This was first equation. No, this is the first equation. And this is the second equation. Now we have to solve these two equations to get the value of a and b. Getting it, guys? What we did is, first we used this condition. Using this condition, we obtained two linear equations in two variables. In here, the two variables are a and b. These are these two. Now we have to go to the next step in which you will solve for a and b and then find the value of a and b. Getting it, guys? It is a bit lengthy, guys, but you don't have any other option. You have to do it. You got to learn it. If you have any doubt, you can put it in the comment section. I'll reply to it, guys. Or else if you have any doubt, I'll do it again also if you are not clear. What we did is we just formulated this. We took the ratios, right? Using the conditions, we got the ratios. Using the ratios, we just cross multiplied using these two equations first and then those two equations first, and we cross multiplied and got the answer like this. Correct? No, we got the answer like this, and then we found the value of a and b. As simple as that. I mean, wait, guys, just a minute, guys. I'm thinking something else, so I'm not able to concentrate. Yeah, so you found the two equations in two variables. Now we are going to solve them using cross multiplication method to find the value of a and b. Right, so I'll do one, guys. I'll rub these things so that we can go ahead with the cross multiplication method. Since I don't have any space, I'll move aside now. You can take the screenshot. Done. Took the screenshot. Okay. So let's write both the equations here. First equation was a minus 5b equal to 0. This is equation 1, and the second equation is 2a minus 4b minus 6 equal to 0. Equation 2. Let me rub this part. Okay, guys, now we'll do one thing. We'll solve this. Yeah. So what we used to do, guys, we used to write like for cross multiplication, we used to write like x, y and 1, right? And then here we used to write b1, b2, c1, c2, a1, a2, and again b1, b2. Right? People know this. So here in this question, what's going to happen, instead of x and y, because in this question it's not x and y which is the variable, it is a and b the variable, right? So in place of x and y, we will be writing a and b. Getting it, guys, what I'm doing? So don't get confused between a1, b1 and a and b, right? Now what we'll do, we'll replace the value of a1 a2 b1 b2 and c1 c2 here. So b1 and b2 are -5 and -4. c1 and c2 are, here c1 is 0. In first equation there is no c1, so c1 is 0 and c2 is -6. Getting it? And a1 and a2 is 1 and 2. Here it is 1 and here it is 2, so here it is 1 and 2. And again b1 and b2, what we got is b1 and b2, -5 and 4, right? -5 and -4. That's it, guys. Getting it? Now let's go ahead and solve it. It's going to become like, we'll do the cross multiplication, right? This multiplication minus this multiplication, this multiplication minus this multiplication. Getting it? This is the order. So you'll do like a by -5 into -6. Oh shit. Okay, -5 into -6. And here what happens? 0 into -4. There's no need to write this because 0 into anything is going to be 0. So there's no need to write it here, guys. And then let's write b by 0 into 2, again 0. There's no need to write. So 0 minus of -6 into 1 equal to 1 by -4 minus of -5 into 2. Correct? Now let's write it like this becomes like a by -5 into -6 becomes minus plus 5 into 6, 30 equal to b by minus into minus becomes plus, b by 6 equal to 1 by -4 minus into minus becomes plus here, plus 10, -4 plus 10 becomes equal to 6. Now let's find the value of a and b. To find the value of a, we will compare these two. To find the value of b, we will compare these two. Right. So let's do for a here. A by 30 equal to 1 by 6, which means 6a equal to 30, which means a is equal to 30 by 6, which means a equal to 5. Getting it, guys? And now let's do for the b. For b, it is b by 6 equal to 1 by 6. Cross multiply, 6b equal to 6 it will come. Then b will come out to be equal to 6 by 6, nothing but equal to 1. So we found the value of a and we found the value of b. That's it, guys. That's what they asked in the question, which we found out. Now we have to do the verification part. Let's do so before verification part, you can take a screenshot once, guys. Done. Now let's go to the verification. We'll do verification here. So in verification, we'll put the value of a and b and check if LHS is going to be equal to RHS. In place of a, I'm going to put 5 minus b into a is 1, right? I mean b is equal to 1. So if you see 5 minus 5 is nothing but equal to 0. So LHS is going to become equal to RHS. Hence proved. Hence verified. So 2 into here 2 into 5 minus 4 into here 1 minus 6. Let's see what's going to happen. 10. Here it becomes 10. Minus 4 minus 6 becomes equal to minus 10. 10 minus 10 becomes equal to 0, which means LHS equal to RHS. Found the answer. That's it, guys. Done with the first part of the second question. Now I'll move aside. You can take the screenshot of this. Let's go to the second part of the second question. So guys, now let's go to the second part of the second question, which says, for which value of k will the following pair of linear equations have no solutions? They have given us a pair of linear equations in two variables. We have to find the value of k for which the equation is not going to have any solution. So let's go to the solution part, guys. So as you know, what is the condition for a pair of linear equation to have no solution, guys? For that, the condition is a1 by a2 should be equal to b1 by b2, right? But should not be equal to c1 by c2. Getting it? So let's substitute all the values in this equation and then find the value of k, right? Let's do it, guys. So let's do 3 by a1 by a2 is 3 by 2k minus 1 equal to b1 by b2 is 1 by k minus 1 should not be equal to 1 by 2k plus 1. So this is the condition, guys. We first wrote the condition and then substituted the values according to the conditions on the variables. Done. So now let's solve it, guys. Right, let us solve it. Okay, let's take these two equations. Right, so 1 by k minus 1 should not be equal to 1 by 2k plus 1. I'll do the cross multiplication now. It becomes 2k plus 1 should not be equal to k minus 1. I'll bring all k terms one side and all the variable terms other side. So 2k minus k becomes equal to k should not be equal to minus 1. When 1 goes other side becomes minus 2. So k should not be equal to minus 2. This is the first condition which we got from this one. We'll do one more thing, guys. We'll equate these two, right? So that we can get one more value of k which it should not be equal to. Maybe let's see whether we are going to get it or not. We'll do 3 by 2k minus 1 should not be equal to 1 by 2k plus 1. Let me cross multiply it now. Let me expand it. Let me bring k one side and the numerical part one side. K becomes equal to 4k. When 3 goes other side becomes equal to minus 4. K becomes equal to minus 4 by 4, which becomes equal to minus 1. Here we got minus 2. So k should not be equal to, okay, so here at all we have to maintain this sign, guys. Should not be equal to minus 1. Okay, we also got that k should not be equal to minus 1. We also got that k should not be equal to minus 2. So what's left out now? That's it, guys. You compared both, right? You first compared these two. I mean, you first equated these two and found the value of k. And then you found what k should not be equal to. So k should not be equal to 2 from this you found out. And then we equated these two. And then we found that k should not be equal to 1. So at last, k should not be equal to minus 1 and minus 2. These are the conditions, guys. That's it. For the value, so finally you will write as for the value k equal to minus 1 and minus 2, you are not going to have any solutions for the pair of linear equation in two variable. As simple as that. Just a minute, guys. I'll do one more thing and see if we are going to get something out of it. Okay, I think we have to do one more step also. We did these two first, right? We first equated these two and then these two. Now we have to do these two as well. Then we might get one more value of k for which it's not going to give us any solution. Maybe something like that. Right, let me do one. See, 3 into k is 1 equal to 2k. Okay, here you're getting k equal to 2. Okay, guys, there's one more value of k for which you are not going to get any solution. That is k equal to 2, even for 2. So basically what you have to do is you have to compare in all the ways possible, guys. First you have to equate these two and find the value of k. That we did there. And then these two we did here itself. These two we did here, and these two we did it over here. So that we found the values of k for which it's going to give us no solution. So finally, for the value of k, when k equal to minus 1, minus 2 and 2, we are not going to get any solution for a pair of linear equations in two variable. So k should not be equal to minus 1, minus 2 and 2, so that we'll get some solution. That's the final answer, guys. You can conclude it by writing the conclusion. Now almost you can take the screenshot. After this, let's go to the next sub question. So now let's go to the third question, guys. Third question says solve the following pair of linear equations by substitution and cross multiplication method. They are given us two equations, 8x plus 5y equal to 9 and 3x plus 2y equal to 4. Now we have to solve them using both first substitution method and then cross multiplication method. Right, guys? So if you remember substitution method, that's the first algebraic method of solving pair of linear equations in two variables, which we learned first. Right, now we are going to apply that. I think they are given this so that you don't forget that method, so that you always remember it, right? It's going to be like a good revision. So let's solve it by substitution method first. So what we are doing in the substitution method, we were writing one variable in terms of other variable and the other numbers, and then that variable we are used to put back in the equation and then simplify them to get the value. correct? So we'll do one thing, we'll just name it as equation 1 and this one as equation 2. Right, now what we'll do, let's take the value of x from equation 2. For example, let's take equation 2 here, plus 2y equal to 4. So 3x equal to 4 minus 2y. Then x is going to be equal to 4 minus 2y by 3, correct? Now this value of x which we got, we are going to substitute in the first equation's x value, correct? No, that's what we have come on doing. Plus 5y equal to 9. So this is the first equation, guys. So we got an entire equation with only y variable. Let us expand it and solve it. Let's start expanding it. This one is going to become like 24 minus 16y. Now here itself I'll take the LCM, guys. So here it's 1, so 3 into 1 LCM, let me take it here itself. So it's going to become like plus 15y by the whole by 3 equal to 9, correct? Now coming here, let me simplify this. 24 minus 16y plus 15y gives us minus y. So it is like 24 minus y by 3 equal to 9, correct? Now let's do the cross multiplication method. Here if it is nothing, we have to write just 1. So let's cross multiply it. 24 minus y equal to 27. So y equal to, let me take y this side and let me bring 27 this side. So y will become equal to minus 3, correct? When 27 comes this side, it becomes minus 27 and plus 24 gives us minus 3, which y will become equal to minus 3. That's it, guys. Now let's put the value of y in any of these two equations to get the value of x, as simple as that. So I'll put the value of y in equation 2. So it will become like 3x plus 2 into minus 3 equal to 4. Then 3x is going to become equal to 4. This I am bringing to the RHS. That time it will become minus 6 will become plus 6. Then 3x will become equal to 10. Then x will become equal to 10 by 3. This is the value of x, guys. And the value of y also we got it. So we'll do one thing now. We'll do the verification. Let's substitute both x and y into the equations and see if we are going to get LHS equal to RHS. If we get LHS equal to RHS, hence proved. So 8 into, from first equation, x is 10 by 3 plus 5 into y is minus 3. Let's see if this is going to be equal to 9. Let us see. So this becomes equal to 80 by 3 plus this becomes minus 15, right? So let me take LCM here itself. If it is nothing, it's 1. So it is into 3. So it becomes like 80 minus 45 by 3. This becomes equal to 35 by 3. Right, it becomes equal to 35 by 3. 35 by 3, you won't get us 9. But we should get us 9, which means somewhere we have went wrong. Let's check it, guys. So this we wrote it here, and then what we did, we simplified this. We got like this, and then 8 into this whole term plus 5y equal to 9. Then we took the LCM, we got 15y. Here we got, oh, got it. We got a small mistake, guys. Here 8 into 4 is not 24, it is 32. Getting it? Small mistake led to the making wrong of whole answer. So that's why when I got x value as 10 by 3, that time itself I doubted how it can come in fraction. Generally they won't make such questions that you will get the value in fractions, right? So I should rub this whole thing. It happens, guys. It happened. Did you see? Because of verification only we got to know our mistakes. It happened one time before also. In substitution method itself, I guess, in that exercise, in the previous lecture, it happened once. Now again it happens. See, verification method always helps us. It always saves us from losing marks, and it always corrects us, right? So verification is very important. That's the lesson which we learned from this questions mistake which we did. Done. Let's do it again. So 36 minus y, correct? 32 minus y by 3 equal to 9. So this becomes like 32 minus 9, 32 minus y equal to 3 into 9 becomes 27. So let me take y other side and bring 27 this side. It becomes 32 minus 27 equal to y. So y will become equal to plus 5. That's it, right? Y will become equal to plus 5. Now let's find the value of x. That how you'll do, you'll substitute the value of y in any of these two equations. I'll substitute in the second equation. So 3 into x plus 2 into y is 5 equal to 4. So this becomes like 3x plus 10 equal to 4. So 3x will become equal to minus 6. Then x will become equal to minus 2. Correct? No, you got the value of x and y. Now let's do the verification, guys. Now in this verification, I hope you won't get any mistake, because I guess we have done it correct. So let's do the verification. So 8 into x is minus 2 plus 5 into y is 5. Let's see, we are going to get 9 RHS. So this is minus 16 plus 25, which gives us 9, guys. Which means with equation 1 we verified it. With equation 2, let's see now. We should get 4. Let's see it. Minus 6 plus 10 gives us 4. Hence verified. Done, guys. Verification also done. So this was your third question. Okay. It's not done. We have to do the cross multiplication method as well. So substitution method is over. This one was substitution method solution. Guys, I'll move aside now. You can take the screenshot of this. We can go to the cross multiplication method. Done. Took the screenshot. Can I rub now? Okay. Now let's do it by cross multiplication method. So in cross multiplication method, what we are doing, guys? We are doing like x, y, 1, and then here we are writing b1, b2, c1, c2 and a1, a2 values, right? So shall I write it directly, because after these many questions I guess you people would have a hold on it. So here let me write it directly. b1, b2, c1, c2, right? One more thing, guys, here while writing c1, c2, let's do one thing. Let's bring this to the LHS, right? And then write it. So this becomes like minus 9, this becomes like minus 4. Here it's going to become like 8, 3, and here 5 and 2. This is minus 9 and minus 4. Now let me do the cross multiplication, right? This multiplication minus this multiplication. This multiplication minus this multiplication. This multiplication minus this multiplication. Let's do it. So it is like x by, correct? This is 5 into minus 2. Minus of 2 into minus 9 equal to 9 by minus 9 into 3 minus of minus 4 into 8 equal to 1 by 8 into 2 minus of 3 into 5. Now let's find the value of x and y. That's it, right? To find the value of x and y, what are you going to do? You're going to compare these two first, right? Let me do the comparison here, guys. I mean equating. So we are going to equate these two. Okay, before equating, let me simplify this to one more step. It becomes equal to x by, this becomes minus 20, this becomes plus 18, minus into minus becomes equal to plus 18. So it becomes minus 2 equal to y by minus 27 plus 32. Minus and minus plus 8 into 4 is 32. So minus 27 plus 32, it becomes equal to 5. Equal to 1 by 16 minus 15 is 1. That's it guys. Now what we'll do, we'll compare the term, x term and the y term with this and find the value of x and y. That is what we'll do. First we'll do the comparison, like x by minus 2 equal to 1 by 1. The second comparison is going to, second equation is going to be equal to y by 5 equal to 1 by 1, and then you'll get the value of x and y. That's it guys, as simple as that. So x will become equal to minus 2, y will become equal to 5. So in the last, that is in substitution method itself, we verified, right? For x equal to minus 2 and y equal to 5, we verified it. So there's no need to verify in this. Again, there's no need to verify because it's one of the same. We got same in the last method also. In this method also, we got the value of x and y same. That is x equal to minus 2 and y equal to 5. That's it guys. As simple as that. Now I'll move aside. You can take the screenshot, right? So now still third question we have finished guys. I think this lecture got like near to 1 hour, so I'll stop it here itself. In the next lecture, that is in the part 2 of this exercise, in that lecture, in the next lecture we'll do the remaining question. There's only one remaining question, that is fourth question. I think it has some 4-5 sub questions. We'll do all those questions in the next lecture. I don't want to make one lecture more than 1 hour guys. It doesn't look so good, right? It's tough to concentrate for so long time, so I want to keep all my lectures below 1 hour itself. So I'm stopping it here itself. Meet you in the next lecture guys. Until then, bye.